Let's go finish and rag our Garden Rows rag quilt. But first, always remember to share this so it was saved to your profile and you can find it when you're looking for it again later. Okay, we're finishing up our Garden Rows rag quilt. Remember, we started it and then I got sidetracked. I know. Y'all thought I forgot you, but I didn't. We have sewn all of our pieces together and then we cut them. So we sewed all of this as one piece and then we cut it so we could move it over. So we have a smaller piece of this right here. And all I did was just cut that off of the piece that I had already made. So I made it as one piece and then cut this side off. Then we have, look how precious this is. This is that fairy tale fabric I got at Block Therapy when the little ladies and I were down there. They picked it out and I got it. So this is what's gonna be right here in this piece. Now we're not putting these two strips. You can, especially if you're making a regular quilt top, you could do that. We're not doing that because we're gonna rag ours. We've sewn our tops together. Then we have put our flannel and our back on there. It's the back, pretty side down, 2 pieces of flannel, and then the top, and I just straight stitched all the way around my long pieces, and then I sewed, do you see that? On either side of the seam for every row. So now it's gonna be done in no time. We're going to take our solid piece, this is the strip that's gonna be down the middle, and we're gonna lay these pretty side on the outside. And it's so hard to make your brain understand what you want it to do when you're so used to doing pretty side to pretty side. I have ripped out so many rag quilts. So I'm gonna put pretty side on the outside and pretty side on the outside. Do you see that? And I'm gonna sew down this side. Now I'm gonna sew it with about a 1/2 inch seam allowance because I'm gonna clip my threads. I already know I'm gonna clip my threads when I'm clipping my quilt, but if I make my seam allowance larger, it does increase my likelihood of maybe not clipping as many. So I'm gonna sew this with about a 1/2 inch seam allowance, straight stitch, back stitching when I start and when I stop, because my grandma said so. I hope this series of turning regular quilt patterns into rag quilts has been super helpful, but mostly I hope that it's made you realize the pattern is not the boss of you. You can make a quilt any way you want. Look how cute this is. It's adorable. It's gonna rag here and all the way around the outside. Now we're gonna add our strip that goes down this side that separates it, so it will look like this. Do you see that? We're gonna add it the same way. Pretty sides on the outside, and we're gonna add this one the same way. Pretty sides on the outside, and we're gonna sew down the longest side. Straight stitch, 1/2 inch seam, and yes, we're back stitching because my grandma said my stuff would fall apart if I didn't. I wanna know what patterns you've tried. Which ones have you made into rag quilts? Because it's kind of amazing, and you can start and finish it on your domestic machine at home at the kitchen table. I mean, isn't that where we all sew? Oh my goodness, look how cute this is. It's adorable. Okay, so now what we have to do, hang on, let me get it open for you. I would say I need a bigger space, but I have a whole house and it's still not big enough. Okay, this is what we have. Isn't this adorable? Now it just needs to be clipped and washed. Well, first, before you clip it, I want you to sew about a 1/2 inch all the way around your whole quilt. That will keep it from fraying beyond the sewn point. So it'll fray around the edges, but then it will stop. And that'll be helpful to you in the future, I promise. So we're gonna clip this, and they say 1/8 of an inch, but I don't know who's got that kind of patience. So when people ask me, how far do you clip it? The answer is as far as as close together as your patience will allow. That's what I always say. And yes, I have some fantastic rag snips, but they're all at the retreat center because we're making these rag projects. So I'm using these scissors. These are the Amelia 8-inch scissors by Missouri Star, and they're amazing. Okay, can you see how cute this is turning out? Now I'm gonna go finish ragging mine. You go rag yours. My name is Tammy. I'm your favorite sewing teacher, and I would love for you to come sew with me.